wondered what different food additives, dyes, and preservatives can do to your body? Well, some of you might say, maybe, while others will say yes, or maybe even no. All right, let me ask you another question. Why is there so many children diagnosed with ADHD, asthma, and obesity? It could be because of parents let them eat whatever they want and don't exercise, or the hyperactivity can be due to parents not disciplining their children. I just don't think that is always the case. That could be a little bit of the problem, but I believe that there is more to it. I'm going to discuss with you findings from a person who has been considered a pioneer in both the allergy and immunology fields. He wasn't the first to test the additives in food, but his research has caused controversy for over 30 years. The debate has continued for more than 30 years, involving not only consumers and physicians, but with scientists, politicians, and pharmaceutical and food industries. Who is this person that I am speaking of? His name is Dr. Benjamin Feingold, a pediatrician and allergist. He is a pioneer in the allergy and immunology field. He is the man behind the Feingold diet or program. In this program, you would need to take out any synthetic colors, which are food dyes that are listed FD&C, DNC, which means food, drug, and cosmetics. Synthetic colors, which include thousands of them, synthetic preservatives such as BHA, BHT, and TBHQ, and artificial sweeteners such as aspartame, neotame, and almatane. Okay, I probably lost you with all this technical talk. Basically, this means anything that is chemically made and not natural. Although synthetic means artificial, there are some artificial colorings that are allowed. Now, what can these synthetics do to our system, especially in children? Did you know that salicylates are actually a plant's natural pesticide? In order to see what can actually bother your child's symptoms, certain foods containing salicylates are taken out of their diet. Some of the most common foods that contain salicylates in fruits and vegetables are apples, oranges, grapes, cucumbers, radishes. These foods are later slowly reintroduced. This way you can see what really is affecting them. The effects of these foods can be seen not only in behavior, but it can cause hives, allergy symptoms, asthma, migraines, bedwetting, insomnia, and night terrors. How were these findings discovered? Well, in 1965, Dr. Feingold tried this program on an adult with severe hives. Soon after trying this program, the hives disappeared. After this, he helped a person that was undergoing treatment for a personality disorder. 2 weeks after being on the program, their behavior improved. For years, there were studies by different researchers. Some were trying to prove him wrong. During these studies, Dr. Feingold continued treating children. And then in 1973, he was asked to tell his findings to the American Medical Association. At this time, he had now 8 years of clinical research with his program. Soon after his presentation to the American Medical Association, the Nutrition Foundation was established. This foundation was made up of several companies, such as Coca-Cola and the Dow Chemical Company. They used these additives that were being banned from his program, but they believed that there was nothing scientific to support Feingold's program. The studies that they researched would only consist of giving children a small amount of the banned additives. This amount would only show that 2% of children benefited from the use of this program. In 1986, 803 New York public schools started a 7-year study on eliminating table sugar and food colors as well as artificial flavors to their school lunches. School test scores rose 15% by eliminating these additives. Then in 2007, the United Kingdom did their own research for these food additives, which they concluded them as a health hazard. Due to this, many supermarket chains removed additives from their house brands. Some United States brands eliminated these foods in their products that they sent over to that country. Many studies show that 70% of hyperactive children respond positively to the removal of these synthetic additives. But if you ask the skeptics, their response is different. These skeptics say that omitting these additives will only help 1 in 20 children. That might not sound like a lot, but Feingold felt that even helping 1 child is better than none. As you can see, following this program might not work for everyone, but omitting certain foods, synthetic and additives may help them a little, if not help them completely. My thought, too, is what can all these artificial additives do to our bodies long term? If you see how some of these food dyes and additives are made, you will wonder the same thing. For instance, red dye number 5 is actually made from petroleum. I don't know about you, but something that's made from petroleum that's contained in gas certainly can't be any helpful to our bodies. MSG is used in many foods to help with color and preserving them, which has been known to cause headaches and migraines. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to find foods that do not contain these additives. When you look at the nutritional ingredients in these items at the grocery store, they claim that they are good for you, but then it contains food dyes and other preservatives. You will be amazed at how many foods contain these. I knew that I was. Items I thought were supposed to be good for me really wasn't. A lot of quick meals contain these as well. We live in a society that is constantly on the go and wants food that is fast. But we are now starting to find out that this isn't the best for us. It isn't always the cheapest way to go following this program, but you only get one body in this life, and we should take care of it. I'm going to show you some things. This brand here is a cereal that's considered naturally fruit flavored. Now, if you look at the ingredients, what they have on there, the coloring that they get is actually used from like beetroot juice, different type of juices that they would get for the coloring. If you look at, say, for instance, Apple Jacks gets their colors from color blue number 2, number 1, and they also contain red number 40. Just like Betty Crocker. Everybody thinks, okay, this is good, it's made from real potatoes, so it should be good for you. You look at some of the ingredients, and it has MSG in it. Well, that's not very good, and it also has yellow number 6, and blue number 5. And you have this that says all natural, so we just look and see if it is natural. It contains potatoes, butter, and milk. So that would be considered natural. So next time you go to the grocery store, look and see what's actually in your ingredients into your food. You might be very much surprised. Thank you.